25 lost sandwiches from America's past you completely forgot about. America once had sandwiches that you can't find today. Beloved snacks from diners, homemade Depression-era meals, and daring creations have disappeared as tastes changed. Today, we're revisiting forgotten sandwiches that tell stories of survival and comfort. If you watch the entire video, you'll not only remember their names, but almost taste them again. Chopped egg and olive sandwich. Go back in time to cozy kitchens where the skillful hands of grandmothers and mothers created the comforting and delicate chopped egg and olive sandwich. Eggs would be perfectly hard-boiled, carefully chopped into soft, small pieces, then mixed thoroughly with rich mayonnaise, creating a smooth, inviting, creamy mixture. This mixture was then spread thickly onto soft white bread slices, sometimes even sprinkled with a little paprika for eye-catching color and a touch of warmth. This sandwich became an essential part of community gatherings, festivals, and warm church potlucks. At these events, they were often cut into neat, attractive triangles, making them appealing and easy for everyone to enjoy. It was also a familiar item in picnic baskets, bringing the joyful atmosphere of outdoor excursions and small family adventures. More than just a dish, the chopped egg and olive sandwich symbolized the tender care from grandparents. A reliable, uncomplicated, and inexpensive dish that still brought a deep sense of being cared for and loved. Its cool, creamy taste combined with the salty tang of olives created a unique and unforgettable flavor, reminiscent of family Sunday afternoons, peaceful and warm moments with loved ones. Denver sandwich. Before omelets and breakfast burritos became as popular as they are today, the Denver sandwich was king of breakfast, a dish that once took diners and home kitchens across America by storm, especially when workers needed a hearty meal. A powerful, energetic combination of scrambled eggs, generously mixed with diced onions, fresh red and green bell peppers, and savory diced ham. All these ingredients were cooked to perfection on a hot griddle and then tightly pressed between two slices of golden brown, crispy toast, creating a complete, delicious, and incredibly convenient meal. This dish originated from the practical needs of railroad workers and miners who required a quick, filling, and, importantly, portable meal to continue their strenuous work. There's an interesting legend that Chinese chefs were the first to adapt their fuyong egg rolls into this Western-style sandwich, serving workers looking for a familiar yet more convenient meal. Peanut butter and marshmallow fluff sandwich, Fluffernutter. For children in the mid-20th century, the Fluffernutter was a symbol of carefree, sweet childhood. With two slices of soft white bread, one side spread with rich, salty peanut butter, and the other with a sticky, sweet, and fluffy marshmallow fluff, white as a cloud. This sandwich was sticky, sweet, and irresistible, often creating fun marshmallow strings when you bit into it, and easily getting on your hands and face, but that was part of its joy and mischief, an unmistakable sign of a Fluffernutter lunch. It wasn't about nutrition or practicality. It was entirely about happiness, the carefree freedom of childhood, and feeling like a dessert in disguise. While sweets and snacks weren't as abundant then as they are now, the Fluffernutter was a simple, inexpensive option that brought great joy to children. Although modern health trends have pushed it aside, making it less common in kids' lunchboxes, the Fluffernutter remains an unforgettable symbol for those who experienced it. A vivid memory of a colorful and sweet childhood, a taste of innocence and happiness. Olive loaf sandwich. If a fried bologna sandwich brings a sense of warmth, the olive loaf sandwich is an entirely different experience, a controversial yet remarkably distinctive dish. Imagine a pale pink slice of cold cut, delicately dotted with fresh green olives and bright red pimentos. This combination created a colorful and utterly unique-looking sandwich. Mothers at the time often chose this dish not only for its novelty but also for its economy, but more importantly for its ability to bring a diverse, rich flavor to family meals without being expensive. The distinct salty tang of olives contrasted unexpectedly with the creaminess of mayonnaise or mustard and soft bread, creating an unforgettable symphony of flavors. This dish is associated with many community memories: laughter-filled school lunches, warm church picnics, or department store cafeteria lunches. It carried an optimistic spirit of the mid-century, a time when people sought novelty and uniqueness even in the smallest things. Hot brown sandwich. This extravagant dish originated at the historic Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, in the 1920s. Created as a luxurious late-night snack for party guests who wanted something warm and filling after a long night of revelry. Although not a typical cheap meal, the hot brown was a special choice, an achievable luxury. Each slice of golden brown toast served as the base, then topped with tender, fragrant slices of roasted turkey. Next, the dish was drenched in a layer of creamy Mornay sauce, sprinkled with Parmesan cheese, and baked in the oven until the sauce bubbled and browned, creating an appealing and aromatic cheesy crust. finally, the hot brown was garnished with 2 crispy bacon slices arranged diagonally on top, creating a perfect and enticing image. Impossible to eat by hand, this sandwich was a hearty meal requiring a knife and fork to fully enjoy. It offered a feeling of luxury and warmth simultaneously, a unique blend of elegance and comfort. The hot brown symbolized the pride of Kentuckians and was a reminder that cuisine was once a form of entertainment, an artistic performance, and a way to show special care for esteemed guests. Do you remember the first sandwich you ate as a child? It might be one of the sandwiches we're about to discover next. Chopped cheese sandwich. Unlike the elegance of a cucumber tea sandwich or the intricacy of a hot brown, the chopped cheese sandwich wasn't born in fancy kitchens, but on the greasy flat-top griddles of bustling New York City bodegas. This dish is a symbol of 1970s street food, a quick and cheap option for a busy life. Imagine a nimble cook chopping ground beef, onions, and cheese right on a hot griddle, mixing it all together until the cheese melts and blends into the meat, creating a fragrant, rich mixture. This flavorful mixture was then generously scooped into a crispy hero roll, making a quick, hot, and incredibly satisfying meal. For those who grew up with it, this was more than just food. It was identity, a part of the community. It was children's after-school ritual, a late-night meal for night shift workers, the familiar taste of urban life, especially in the vibrant and bustling 1970s New York. This dish was messy, unpretentious, and genuinely loved, carrying the flavor of an authentic and unpolished New York. Today, the chopped cheese sandwich has been romanticized, sung about, and even imitated in upscale restaurants. However, for those who remember the original version, enjoyed on the noisy streets of New York, it remains a piece of home, an irreplaceable taste. Liverwurst sandwich. The flavor of tradition fully converges in the liverwurst sandwich as a link to one's roots. Liverwurst, a spreadable sausage made from pork liver and spices, is considered a cultural heritage brought to America by immigrant families from Germany and Eastern Europe. This dish appeared primarily in many households, especially those with European ancestry. Incredibly simple yet full of flavor. A generous amount of liverwurst spread thickly on rye bread, a bread with a slight sour taste and firm texture. Sometimes sliced onions, a bit of spicy mustard, or pickles were added to enhance its appeal and balance the richness of the liver. Liverwurst has a distinct, rich, salty, and fatty flavor. Children often found it difficult to eat, but adults loved and cherished it, seeing it as a nutritious and economical dish. Today, it's hard to find them as they have gradually faded into memory, no longer as popular as before, but those who grew up with it often say that the taste of a liverwurst sandwich is unforgettable, a symbol of resilience, culture, and preserving tradition. It is a dish that carries stories of migration, integration, and finding comfort in familiar flavors. Pimento cheese sandwich. In the American South, pimento cheese is indispensable in culinary culture because it is popular in homes and gatherings. Made from sharp cheddar cheese, rich mayonnaise, and diced pimento peppers, it creates a tangy, rich, and incredibly versatile flavor. When spread thickly on soft white bread slices, the simplest and most common type of bread, it becomes the beloved pimento cheese sandwich, a simple yet captivating and economical dish. This dish evokes feelings of hot summer afternoons, picnics under fragrant magnolia trees, or warm church potlucks where people shared food and stories. It was inexpensive but conveyed a sense of hospitality, bright, flavorful, and comforting. Grandmothers often made this dish in large bowls, chilling it overnight for the flavors to perfectly melt, creating an unforgettable combination. Pimento cheese is quite easy to make, easy to transport, and always welcome. Although it still exists in some parts of the South, the pimento cheese sandwich has faded from the national culinary stage, becoming a special memory for those who once enjoyed this unique taste, a symbol of Southern hospitality and authentic Southern cuisine. Turkey croquette sandwich. After big holiday meals, especially Thanksgiving, families often faced a mountain of leftover turkey. However, instead of wasting it, turkey croquettes were a creative way to transform leftovers into a golden, crispy, and delicious dish. Leftover turkey meat was minced, mixed thoroughly with breadcrumbs, chopped onions, sometimes even mashed potatoes were added for softness and binding. Then shaped into croquettes and deep fried until golden brown and crispy. These fragrant croquettes were then sandwiched in bread or rolls, sometimes topped with leftover gravy or cranberry sauce, forming a flavorful and surprising sandwich. The turkey croquette sandwich was the ultimate in creativity, turning a repetitive leftover into something new, exciting, and incredibly comforting. It embodied the joy of extending the feast where everything could be cleverly repurposed. People sought to maximize the value of everything. Today, fewer families make turkey croquettes, So this sandwich has become a rare flavor. A sweet memory of warm family meals and abundant creativity after major holidays. Fried bologna sandwich. Back in the 1950s, when working-class families sometimes faced economic hardships, the fried bologna sandwich was a wonderful lifesaver. In cozy kitchens, this simple lunch was a familiar ritual, an economical and quick option. You can imagine fresh pink slices of bologna, lightly scored at the edges so they wouldn't puff up when fried, then pan-fried over low heat until perfectly crispy. The aroma of fried bologna spread throughout the house, awakening every sense. Once cooked, these slices were carefully placed between two slices of soft white bread. Familiar brands like Wonder Bread or Sunbeam, soft enough to embrace the filling without breaking. A layer of mustard or rich mayonnaise was essential to enhance the flavor, and sometimes for a twist, a slice of melted American cheese was added, creating a harmonious blend of salty, rich, and fragrant flavors. This sandwich was unpretentious, but it held a deep meaning. It was a quick, easy-to-make, yet incredibly filling meal, demonstrating the ingenuity and boundless love of parents for their children during difficult times. This dish is associated with after-school afternoons, rushed but memorable childhood lunches. Do you think this video needs improvement? Please hit like and leave a comment. We are always striving to improve. Ham salad sandwich. The ham salad sandwich carries the flavor of continuity, often appearing familiarly in homes after big parties like Christmas, Easter, or lavish Sunday dinners. From refrigerator leftovers, homemakers demonstrated their ingenuity to transform them into an appealing dish. Imagine leftover ham, carefully minced, sometimes ground, then mixed thoroughly with rich mayonnaise, a bit of sweet pickle relish for a refreshing sweet and sour taste, and a touch of mustard for emphasis. This ham salad mixture was then spread thickly onto soft bread slices, forming a simple yet flavorful and economical lunch. Although children sometimes complained about eating the same meat repeatedly, as adults, many remember the ham salad sandwich with special affection. Peanut butter and bacon sandwich. Long before Elvis Presley made peanut butter, banana, and bacon famous, there was a simple yet equally appealing sandwich, the peanut butter and bacon sandwich. This dish was a bold combination of salty and sweet, the richness of peanut butter and the crispiness of bacon. Imagine golden brown toast, spread with a thick, smooth, and fragrant layer of peanut butter. Then, hot, crispy bacon slices were arranged on top, creating an incredibly interesting contrast in texture and flavor. It was often for surprising late-night snacks, for adventurous children wanting to try new flavors, or for families wanting to add a little excitement to ordinary peanut butter. This sandwich carried a bit of rebellion, an unexpected combination of wholesome peanut butter and luxurious bacon, creating an unforgettable and unique flavor. Although it has gradually faded as tastes changed, the memory of the peanut butter and bacon sandwich remains as a symbol of adventure and fun in cuisine. An inexpensive dish that delivered an unforgettable experience. Chicken a la king sandwich. In the mid-20th century, especially in the 1970s, chicken a la king was a symbol of elegance and sophistication, featuring creamy chicken in a rich velouté sauce with mushrooms and bell peppers, often served over rice or toast. However, in many families, to utilize leftovers and turn them into an inexpensive meal for the next day, this dish was transformed into a sandwich when the leftovers were scooped onto bread, creating a rich, messy, yet incredibly appealing sandwich. This was a dish you couldn't eat by hand. You had to use a knife and fork to fully savor its flavors. This dish was luxurious, warm, and comforting, often served on weekends when families had time for slow cooking and shared enjoyment. The chicken a la king sandwich symbolized celebration, a special feeling, and sophistication, the pride of being able to make an elegant meal even on a tight budget. In the 1970s, turning a fancy dinner into a delicious and convenient lunch was a great way to save money. Although it has become outdated as cooking trends changed and is less common, the memory of this sandwich lingers as a symbol of mid-century abundance and elegance. A taste of warm and special family gatherings, a delightful creation from leftovers. Bologna and potato chip sandwich. 2 slices of soft bread, a few familiar slices of bologna, and then the secret weapon, a handful of crispy potato chips crushed right inside the sandwich. The result was a magical combination of texture and flavor: soft bread, salty bologna, and then the delightful crunch of potato chips in every bite. This dish was playful, creative, and endlessly satisfying for children who wanted to create their own meal, a way to express their individuality. When snack options were limited, this simple combination was a delightful surprise and a cheap way to have an exciting meal. The bologna and potato chip sandwich was not just food, but also memories. The sound of crunching chips, the laughter of siblings, and the comfort of knowing that lunch didn't have to be serious or elaborate to be delicious and memorable. It symbolized joy without luxury, mischievous and creative childhood moments, an inexpensive yet exciting meal. Deviled ham sandwich. Behind its playful name, the deviled ham sandwich carried a bit of spice, tang, and surprising history. It was a convenient and economical dish, often appearing in lunchboxes or as snacks for many families, especially during times when cost saving was necessary. Imagine canned deviled ham, a popular convenience food, seasoned skillfully, creating a distinct salty and spicy mixture with a rich, unforgettable flavor. This was a quick, affordable, and surprisingly versatile dish, an ideal choice for families needing a convenient, yet delicious and nutritious meal. When spread on soft white bread, an easy-to-find and inexpensive type of bread, a bit of mustard or mayonnaise could be added for extra flavor and moisture, and sometimes accompanied by pickles or chopped onions to create a contrast in flavor and texture, making the dish more appealing. This combination created a complex and memorable taste. Deviled ham was reliable, easy to store, and always ready when a quick meal was needed. Its distinct spicy flavor stood out from everyday sandwiches, creating a memorable difference. Now, you can't find this sandwich in modern supermarkets or diners, as fresh food options have become more popular, but it still carries the flavor of resilience and joy from simple things. Among these dishes, did any make you laugh recalling old memories? Don't hesitate to tell us your stories. Tuna noodle casserole sandwich. The tuna noodle casserole sandwich is a strong testament to the creativity in utilizing leftovers, an art that post-war homemakers mastered. Tuna noodle casserole, once a staple dinner in the 1950s and 60s, featured egg noodles, tuna, cream of mushroom soup, and crispy breadcrumbs. After dinner, the leftovers were often repurposed into sandwiches for the next day's lunch, an economical way to extend the meal. The congealed tuna noodle casserole, holding its shape, was placed on soft white bread. Sometimes a bit of fresh lettuce or a layer of mayonnaise might be added for extra moisture and flavor, creating a convenient and filling lunch. This sandwich demonstrated the frugality and ingenuity of post-war mothers who did everything to ensure no meal was wasted and taught their children that food was not to be thrown away. It was a lesson in value and resource appreciation, a value highly regarded in previous decades. Currently, this dish may sound strange and less common, evoking confusion for many, but for those who grew up with it, the memory of this sandwich still brings a warm smile. Among these dishes, did any make you laugh recalling old memories? Don't hesitate to tell us your stories. Meatloaf sandwich. The meatloaf sandwich is the taste of comfort and familiarity, a dish symbolic of extending a meal, extremely popular in American families from the 1950s to the 1980s. Slices of leftover baked meatloaf from the previous night's hearty dinner, made from ground beef mixed with onions, breadcrumbs, and ketchup, created a rich flavor and a firm yet tender texture. These thick, cold meatloaf slices were then sandwiched between two slices of bread, often spread with an extra layer of ketchup or even leftover gravy from dinner, creating a complete and appealing lunch, a great way to have an inexpensive meal after a big party. This dish was the taste of children's packed lunches for school, a symbol of adult pragmatism and wanting to stretch a delicious meal for several days. For many who grew up in this decade, the meatloaf sandwich is a pure memory of family kitchens, where nothing was wasted and everything was shared. This dish recalls meals prepared with care and traditional values of thriftiness. Sloppy Joe. After the simpler flavors, let's move on to a sandwich that brings chaos but also much joy. The Sloppy Joe. This dish originated during the Great Depression, a time when utilizing all available ingredients was crucial as families sought economical meals. To prepare it, you would need a large pan where ground beef was cooked with chopped onions, tomato paste, and tomato sauce, seasoned to taste to create a rich, fragrant beef mixture. This mixture was then generously scooped, overflowing from 2 slices of soft bread, creating a messy meal true to its name. What's special is that, unlike the overly sweet canned mixtures of today, the original Sloppy Joe had a much deeper flavor, thanks to the thorough simmering of the sauce and the perfect balance between the acidity of tomatoes and the savory richness of the meat. Sloppy Joe's strength was its easy adaptability. When times were tough, people could add beans, oats, or breadcrumbs to stretch the dish, ensuring enough to feed the whole family. When conditions were better, it could be upgraded with bell peppers, garlic, or a dash of Worcestershire sauce to enhance the flavor. Sloppy Joe brings back images of cozy meals where everyone enjoyed, laughed, and created beautiful memories together. Cucumber tea sandwich. While many other sandwiches carried the flavor of fullness and practicality, the cucumber tea sandwich belonged to another world, a world of elegance and refreshing coolness. Paper-thin slices of cucumber were neatly and delicately arranged on soft white bread slices, which had been spread with a thin layer of butter. Sometimes, to enhance the flavor, a bit of fragrant dill or rich cream cheese was added. Then, these small, pretty sandwiches were cut into small rectangles or triangles, creating an incredibly attractive and elegant appearance. You would often find them at sophisticated afternoon tea parties, romantic bridal showers, or sun-drenched garden parties. It offered a sense of refinement and luxury, but without being overly ostentatious. Although seemingly formal, this dish still provided a gentle comfort. The crisp coolness of cucumber, the softness of butter, and the simple, pure harmony of flavors created a wonderfully pleasant culinary experience. The cucumber tea sandwich symbolized care and specialness without excessive extravagance, an emblem of hospitality and the host's refined taste. Eggplant Parmigiana Sandwich. In bustling Italian-American neighborhoods, the eggplant Parmigiana sandwich was once king of lunch, a dish that was not only filling but also embodied a rich culture. The cook would slice eggplant, bread, and fry it until golden brown and crispy, then layer it with rich marinara sauce and melted mozzarella cheese. All this was sandwiched between a crispy, warm Italian roll. The fragrant aroma of garlic and sweet tomatoes filled the air as diners served this dish hot and fresh. They created a hearty, filling meal for hard-working laborers and were a traditional flavor passed down from the grandmothers and mothers of Italian immigrants. The eggplant Parmigiana sandwich carried deep cultural value and pride in a dish that was both humble and rich. It connected generations, a reminder of roots and family bonds. In the 1970s, it was an excellent option for those who wanted a delicious, traditional meal without spending too much. Sardine Sandwich. Few sandwiches stirred as much debate as the sardine sandwich. For some, this dish had a pungent, fishy, and unpleasant smell, a real challenge for the palate. But for others, it was pure comfort, the taste of home and tradition. A dish full of memories. This dish was made incredibly simply. Canned sardines, after being deboned and cleaned, would be mashed and mixed with mild mustard or rich mayonnaise. Then, this mixture was spread on bread, sometimes with sliced onions for extra pungency, or fresh lettuce to balance the flavor and add crispness. This sandwich was inexpensive, rich in protein, and easy to store thanks to canned sardines, making it an ideal choice for working and immigrant families during difficult times. For immigrant families, it was a cultural link, a familiar taste from home, carrying memories of a distant past. The sardine sandwich was a reliable dish, embodying resilience, tradition, and rich flavor. It offered satisfaction in its simplicity, a reminder of difficult but meaningful times, where people found joy in the most basic things. Shrimp po' boy. This iconic dish originated in Louisiana, with deep roots in the Great Depression, and remained a beloved, inexpensive meal in the 1970s. Legend has it that when streetcar workers went on strike, a pair of restaurant-owning brothers gave them free sandwiches, calling these workers poor boys. The shrimp version became iconic, with golden fried crispy shrimp piled high in a crispy French bread, often long and elegant. It was accompanied by shredded lettuce, sliced tomatoes, pickles, and a layer of rich mayonnaise or spicy sauce for added flavor. For locals, the po' boy was the taste of home, of the Gulf region, an act of love when frying shrimp. It carried tradition and the rich, salty, spicy flavors characteristic of New Orleans. Po' boy was delicious, filling, and affordable, a great option for everyone. Although it continues to thrive and is an indispensable specialty in Louisiana, outside the South, it remains a rare dish, a local culinary gem, holding many stories. Open-faced roast beef sandwich with gravy. This is not the kind of sandwich you can easily eat by hand. It's a meal requiring a knife and fork, hearty and comforting, often served in warm diners and home kitchens on cold nights. It was a great way to turn dinner leftovers into a delicious meal. This dish consisted of tender, fragrant slices of roast beef carefully placed on thick bread, then drenched in rich, glistening beef gravy until the sandwich almost disappeared under the thick sauce. Mashed potatoes were often placed alongside to soak up more gravy, creating a perfect combination. In working-class families, this sandwich brought pride, a feeling of abundance and fullness. It was the taste of Sunday dinner extended to Monday, of roast beef creatively repurposed into a comforting meal no less festive than the original. This dish conveyed a sense of care and nourishment, a reminder of meals prepared with love, a practical way to provide enough food for the family. Peanut butter and honey sandwich. While peanut butter and jelly became an irreplaceable classic in American cuisine, peanut butter and honey held its own quiet magic, a simple yet sweet and incredibly delicate combination, especially popular in the 1970s. This was the sandwich of school lunchboxes, joyful picnics, and quick bedtime snacks, an inexpensive option loved by children. Imagine golden, fragrant honey soaking into the bread, making it slightly sticky, soft, and sweet, perfectly combining with the richness of peanut butter. Every bite brought warmth and a gentle luxury. Children certainly liked this dish because it felt special, like a dessert disguised as a sandwich, a small joy in their day. For parents, it was a healthy, natural, and easy-to-prepare option, ensuring their children had a delicious and nutritious meal without much expense. The peanut butter and honey sandwich offered gentleness, the taste of safety, of afternoons spent playing until sunset, of slow, memory-filled childhood summers. Club sandwich. Finally, on our list of forgotten sandwiches is the club sandwich, a luxurious and iconic dish, a legend of American cuisine. Although not the cheapest by everyday standards, it was an achievable luxury, offering a sense of elegance without being overly expensive, a popular choice for special occasions. 3 layers of lightly toasted bread were meticulously stacked, interspersed with tender slices of turkey, crispy bacon, fresh green lettuce, ripe red tomatoes, and a layer of rich mayonnaise. Then the sandwich was cut into quarters, usually triangles, and held together with toothpicks, creating a perfect and appealing image, easy to hold and enjoy. The club sandwich was the pride of diners, luxury hotel restaurants, and even airplane meal trays. This sandwich symbolized special occasions, ordered by families wanting to treat themselves, business people in hotel lobbies to show status, and travelers eating at 30,000 feet while on the go. The crispiness of the bacon, the freshness of the lettuce, the richness of the turkey, the tang of the mayonnaise, each bite was balanced, structured, and satisfied all senses. This sandwich conveyed a sense of sophistication without being overly ostentatious. Although it still exists and is loved, its golden age, when it was a symbol of luxury and modernity, has passed. After this journey, which sandwich would you choose to bring back, and why? Share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. If you love this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Back to Yesterday to discover more fascinating stories from the past with us. Thank you for watching.